Hello, Eric.
Hello, Rob.
You ready to play some champions?
I am ready to stomp the bad guys or vice versa. Either way, it's going to be fun.
Yes, it will. So, for folks watching along, this is going to be our fourth game of the Rise of the Red Skull campaign.
And
Is that right?
I believe so. And if you're watching along, it's also the first game we didn't screw up the recordings on. So
that's right. So I'm really excited that you're watching along with this because it means that for once we didn't mess up that part of it.
There we go.
So do you remember what happened in the last few games that we played?
So yes, we played 4 games. The first time we played Crossbones and got absolutely slaughtered by him. And that was embarrassing. Then Rob said, okay, this game's about deck building. And so Rob built some decks or stole some other people's decks.
I did not build these. I went to the Marvel Champions database and found a couple interesting ones. I will link to which ones we're playing in the description so that if by some weird twist of fate you're watching this and saying, hey, I built a deck just like that, maybe it was yours.
All right. So yep, you built some decks, and we managed to squeak by Crossbones. Crossbones was still a pain in the ass with those weapons. It's just awful. Then we fought Absorbing Man, and talked about how Absorbing Man never made it because his name is just not fit for comics.
Yeah. Bad name.
Country music, it would work. Comics, not so much. Yeah, country music, you got to have those long names, but comics, no. And so we fought Absorbing Man. It was one of the sort of mathematical ends to that game. So where we just said, oh, counting up, I think we can do this. And we defeated Absorbing Man. And so now we're on to our fourth game, Taskmaster, which is the first guy I actually recognize. And that worries me because I'm assuming they probably made him stronger because people are expecting him to be stronger.
All right. So in the storyline, I'm taking a look here. Scenario 3, Taskmaster. So Absorbing Man is in shield custody because we won that one, but Madame Hydra escaped with one of the Infinity Stones, Infinity Gems. And then as we were flying back to Avengers Towers to plan your next move, when all reality is changed in a flash of yellow light. When you reach New York City, you're shocked to find Avengers Towers emblazoned with a Hydra banner. But before you can process what has happened, an explosion rocks your Quinjet and you crash land in the city. I have to think that's a bad place to crash land. On the ground, you find that all of New York is under Hydra rule. Anti-hero propaganda is plastered on every corner, and squads of Hydra soldiers patrol the streets. They are led by the notorious Taskmaster. As you can tell, we've heard of him.
We have heard of him.
They are led by the notorious Taskmaster, Hydra's new chief of police. He is going door to door, hunting down heroes and locking them up. He fired the surface-to-air missile that brought you down, and he is now searching for you. All right, so that's what's going on. The scenario, I think, is a little straightforward. We have 2 levels of Taskmaster to get through. He starts at 26 hit points for 2 players. And his main scheme is just 1 card, hunting down heroes. So during the setup, set up each captive ally aside out of play. Search the encounter deck for Hydra Patrol and put it into play. Shuffle the encounter deck. So this group here are the 4 ally cards that have been set aside. And what does it say? We need the Hydra Patrol. I think we didn't like that one.
That was at the end when we had a million schemes and we were just like, we can't deal with all of this.
All right. So the Hydra Patrol has the crisis symbol on it, which means we can't remove threat from the main scheme. until we get rid of them. And it starts with 2 threat per players. We got a pair of us. Come up here to 4.
Okay.
And then when defeated, we're going to get some Hydra minions into play. So we also have some starting cards as part of the campaign. I've got Adrenal Stims, which I can discard to deal 5 damage, but that's going to be once during the entire campaign. I also have the basic recovery upgrade. I get +4 hit points, and my alter ego gets +1 recover. What are you carrying over from the campaign?
Well, I'm carrying over tactical scanners. Again, one-time use, discard this card, and draw 5 cards. So it's a one-time, I get 5 cards to do something. I also have the basic attack upgrade, which gives me +1 hit point and +1 attack. So I've already added my +1 hit point, and that's that.
So the next step of our setup is to draw our hands and choose what cards we're going to keep and what we're going to mulligan.
I have not yet seen, I don't know, maybe I don't know how to play this game right, but I have not had a situation where I'm like, yeah, I need to mulligan, because it's always a case of, yeah, I have more cards that I want than what I can do.
I think that the idea is you have to know the deck well enough to say, these are the cards that I want, and you throw away anything that's not that. So for instance, I know that I want the super soldier serum, especially early. And I want the strength to pay for it. It's hard to want to get rid of heroic strike, because that's basically what it is I'm trying to do. So I am actually going to discard 2 allies and a shield toss, because my goal is to get out resources and things that do damage.
Now, can we do damage to Taskmaster with the current scheme out?
Yes.
Okay. But killing him doesn't let us win.
No, killing him. Actually, let's flip this over and do this as well. So if the threat on the main scheme hits 24, we lose the game. And we win by defeating both stages of Taskmaster.
Okay.
And the force response on the scheme here is, after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, when we add threat to the main scheme, each player in hero form must choose to either place 1 threat here or take 1 damage. We're being pursued and hunted down. Do you want to be first player, or would you like me to be?
Sure, I'll be first.
All right. Let's start the first turn. You're up.
All right. So here's what I'm talking about. Like, they're cards I don't want, but I'm just going to use them to spend for things.
Right, but if you had discarded them, you might have gotten closer to the cards that you want.
No, I have 2 cards that I want, and I have enough to pay for those 2 cards, and that's that.
Okay.
So I do have a decision to make, though, and I'm sort of going back and forth. I have never used Beat Cop in this game. I have always used Beat Cop to spend for other things.
Are you wondering if you should put Beat Cop out just to see how it works?
Out to work on this scheme, because that's a guaranteed remove 1 threat in every round, and I can get rid of Beat Cop. Well, get rid of a minion at some point. So exhausting that theme and having Beat Cop out might actually be useful.
Sure. I mean, it makes a little sense to me to have Beat Cop out from this. I think he makes more sense to have out early than not.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. The other issue is, well, I have Dance of Death, and Dance of Death is just deals 6 damage to a character. And since our goal is to defeat Taskmaster, that seems more on point there.
Yeah.
So then I could just spend all of the beat cops and do a Dance of Death. And that seems more related to what we actually want to do.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry, beat cop. You seem useful, but there's always something more valuable to do. So I'm going to first use first aid to spend first aid to put out acrobatics. Okay. Acrobatics allows me to cancel boost icons, so it's kind of useful.
Yes, it is.
Because of Natasha's power, after you draw, if you play a preparation card, you can draw 1 card. I'm going to draw a card.
Yep.
And I have the power of justice max. Oh,
nice.
Double the results when playing for a justice. Okay. Well, my plans have now just changed.
Because that in a beat cop puts out another beat cop.
Yeah, that in a beat cop would put out a beat cop, and then I could put out espionage with Dance of Death, or just hang on to it. But I probably would put out espionage. So I hate not using Dance of Death. I hate that.
Starting that to pay for something seems really painful.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't put out beat cop and this. Nope. I mean, this I'm going to use for its intended purpose. That's going to be cheaper in the long run. That, and I will spend 1 beat cop to put out beat cop. And there is, I mean, having preparation cards out is useful, and especially having them out early. So I'm going to spend Dance of Death, even though that pains me something awful, to put out espionage. So, as an action, I can move 1 threat from a scheme to here. So I will move 1 threat from the Hydra Patrol to beat cop.
So, from the Hydra Patrol.
Is this action? Does that mean I have to do something, or?
Nope. No, it just means that it's an action.
Okay, that's an action. Okay, so, and then I guess I am going to flip over to Black Widow.
Okay.
What did you just do?
I made it a threat.
Okay. Okay. And I wish I had gotten +1 to thwart now, because I can take out that steam. I think we need to get rid of that. And I'm going to leave you to do damage to Taskmaster, and I am going to deal with that.
That's our roles.
I'm going. Yeah. Was there one that gave me a +1 to thwart, and now I've messed it up? Well, whatever.
I don't think you've messed it up. I think that taking outside of our roles is useful.
Okay. So I'm going to thwart for 2 on the Hydra Patrol. I unfortunately cannot completely deplete that, but that's what I'm doing.
All right. That end your part of the phase?
That ends me.
All right. So what I'm going to do is going to be much less efficient, I think. So I'm going to use strength to put out the super soldier serum.
And what does the super soldier serum do? Oh, that gives you an extra resource.
Yes. It gives me an extra resource. Oh.
You gonna put out the Quinjet? Yeah, that's the problem with the game. I mean, I've sort of liked that I'm getting beat cops because I've never felt bad about just saying, I'll spend that. But
Yeah. Oh God. I'm gonna try to do this right. I'm gonna try to do this right. Oh God, I can't believe I'm doing it. I'm gonna spend Into the Fray and Heroic Strike
okay.
and the Super Soldier Serum to bring out the Quinn Carrier.
Yep, because that helps you in the long run, and it's the beginning of the game.
Right. And then I'm going to use the Quinn Carrier to exhaust it to bring out my shield.
Okay. That seemed pretty good, although you had to throw away pretty good cards, but
I had to throw away, well, not just cards, but cards that do what I think I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But there should be more. Then I'm going to turn into Captain America. I'm going to exhaust him, and I will finish. So before I do this, are you okay with getting... No, we should...
Yeah, How much is added to this scheme each round?
Nothing. Nothing's added to the side scheme.
Yeah, then I'll just use Beat Cop to deplete it next round. I mean,
right.
The main scheme is not that much, doesn't have that much thwart.
Right. So the reason I'm thinking about this is this wouldn't be the best time to get the minions because they'll attack.
Yeah.
So instead, I'm just gonna hit Taskmaster for 2.
Okay.
So that ends my turn.
I'm stronger than you. I can hit for 3.
So let's ready.
All right.
And let's draw up to our hand size.
All right. Let's see what we got. Winter Soldier. Nice. First aid. Not really useful. Grappling hook. When you reveal a treachery card, discard grappling hook. Okay. Counterintelligence. When any amount of threat would be placed on a scheme. It's counterintelligence. Okay. Yeah. Why game do you do this to me? Why must you know I love Spider-Man game? Why are you doing that? You're gonna make Okay, game. I'm fine. All
right. So we're gonna go to the villain phase. So step 1, we're going to add 1 threat per player to the main scheme. That brings it to 4. And then after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player in hero form must choose to either place 1 threat here or take 1 damage. So
we either place 1 threat there or take 1 damage.
Yeah.
Correct?
That's correct.
I'll take the damage.
I will also take that. Then the villain is going to activate against each of us, starting with you as the first player. So he's going to attack. Do you wish to defend?
Yes. I do wish to defend. So there was a lot of calculations going on there. I was like, well, do I have anything major I have to do? And I'm like, well, I always do, but not major. So I'm gonna defend for 2.
Okay, you're gonna defend for 2. Yep. So he attacks. He starts his attack at 2. Yep. Go ahead and draw a boost card.
So the thing is, I was thinking. So the logic I had here is I have something that can get rid of boost icons, but it's but it's a preparation card, and preparation cards make the Winter Soldier cheaper. So I don't quite want to spend it yet. So a Hydra Soldier has 1 boost icon, so I am going to take 1 damage. No, Taskmaster does attacks for 2. Yep, 2. I defended for 2. And then a boost card, I'm going to take that damage. And that's going to be it for me.
There we go. All right. I too am not. So he's going to attack me. I also will not defend.
No, I did defend.
Oh, I am not going to defend, even though my defense is a 3. I get a boost card, which has 2 tokens or whatever's on it. So I'm going to take 4 damage. But when I take damage, I do a damage because I have retaliated. All right. So let's draw our encounter cards.
Deal an encounter card. Ready
You're
for
up
me
first.
to flip mine?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What horrible things. Captured by Hydra. When revealed, place 1 random captive ally aside beneath this scheme. When this scheme is defeated, the player who defeated it takes that ally into their hands and removes this scheme from the game. Okay.
I think you're going to get a bunch of allies this game. So we're going to put that right up there. So it has 5 threat on it.
Okay.
It has an acceleration symbol on it, which means that we're going to gain an extra threat each villain phase. And I'm going to shuffle this. It also has Shang-Chi. He was in a movie.
Yeah, yes. After you play Shang-Chi from your hand, spend a resource to stun an enemy. Okay.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Fantastic, but all right, what do I get? Weapon Master. The villain attacks you if they have a weapon attachment. This card gains surge. He does not.
All right. But that means it gains surge.
Oh, you know what? We did something wrong.
What's that?
When we flip into hero form, we should have discarded the top card of the encounter deck and take damage equal to the number of boost icons on that card.
What? After they turn into hit.
I told us that we had to do that. I just forgot to do it.
Oh, that
all right.
Sucks.
So let's do that now. So draw yours.
Okay.
Ooh.
3. Well, guess what? I was trying to hold on to acrobatics, but when a boost card is turned face up, discard acrobatics, cancel the boost cards icons on that card, and deal 1 damage to the villain for each boost card. That a 3, that's when you use it.
And you turn into Black Widow at the end of your turn, right? That was the last thing you did.
That was,
you did that and then attack.
Yes.
So you do 3 to Taskmaster?
Yep. Don't like that, but all right. Yeah.
Let's see what I ended up with. I only took 1. All right. So now the villain attacks me. They don't have a weapon, so this doesn't get served.
Okay.
All right. I am again going to take this 1.
Okay.
For 3 boost, 2 attacks, so I take 5 damage. Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
I might be in Steve Rogers form at the end of my turn, so Spider-Man could be even cheaper.
That's true, but all right.
All right. So that was the villain phase.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
go to turn 2. All right, so that wasn't wonderful.
Uh,
Um, so I don't have any minions in play to use into the fray. So I can hit for. How do I want to do it? Oof, 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 oof. All right. So we're gonna use. Okay, so no quarter. Requires a strength resource, which I'm going to get from the super soldier serum.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the twin carrier for the other. Play no quarter. And that allows me to do 4 damage to an enemy. For each excess, I would do more stuff, but there isn't any excess.
Okay.
Now. What do I do? Do I save into the fray in the hopes that it becomes useful? Do I just... Oh, man, this is a tough game. If only we were any good at it. All right, so next I'm going to exhaust Captain America to attack and do 2.
Okay. And you are thinking.
And I am thinking.
Fearless determination.
I
Captain
am
America
thinking.
gets +1 thwart until the end of the phase. Draw 1 card.
Yeah. So you know what I'm actually going to do?
Okay, I don't.
I'm going to spend Fearless Determination, get +1 thwart, and draw a card. There, that's better. That's almost better.
Okay.
That's not. Oh, I'm just gonna waste. I'm gonna waste cards.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Yeah. So let's waste some cards. So I'm gonna use Shield Toss. So Shield Toss lets me discard X cards from your hand, then return Captain America's shield from play to your hand. Deal 4 damage to X enemies. So I'm gonna discard Genius. And that's 1 card, so I can deal 4 damage to 1 enemy. 1 enemy is the Taskmaster.
Okay.
Then, the other thing I had to do is to take Captain America's shield back into my.
Okay.
Then I'm going to overpay with energy to put Captain America's shield back into play. Then I am going to use I Can Do This All Day. Discard a card from your hand to ready Captain America.
Oh, wow, you spent some really nice cards there.
Yep. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. Then I am going to become Steve Rogers.
Okay.
And we're just gonna slip back to his apartment, rest up a little bit, have some nice tea. And that will end my turn.
Okay. All right, my turn.
Do better than me.
No. Unfortunately, math.
I know.
Math is not my friend here. So I have 2 options. Winter Soldier is reduced in cost by 1 because of Steve Rogers, right?
Yeah.
And okay. I can. All right. I was thinking maybe I could use first aid to give you 2 more hit points, but I would have to flip into Black Widow form, and that's too many threat at one time. since you're taking a powder. So I'm going to spend grappling hook.
I'm sorry. Can we back up for a second?
Yep.
Did you just use the phrase "taking a powder"?
I guess.
All right, Grandpa. Carry on.
I've been hanging around Captain America too long. I picked up some of his phrasing. I'll put first aid and grappling hook. What does grappling hook do? Treachery card. I always want to get grappling hook out, but again, counterintelligence is worth more. And this pains me, but I'm going to use Spider-Man to bring out the Winter Soldier. I have 2 preparation cards. Steve reduces him by another one, and then I pay 1, bring out good old Bucky.
All right.
Okay. I am exhausted because I did something there. But Bucky is not. Okay. Are you ready for me to put out the minions or not quite yet?
I mean, for me, they're going to add scheme because I'm.
You know what? Not
do
quite
it. Do what you got to do, but don't forget about your beat cop.
Yeah, no, but I mean, where the beat cop is working is the question. So I am going to use the beat cop, and I'm going to do it on Captured by Hydra. And I am going to then use Bucky to thwart on Captured by Hydra to do a total of 3 on Captured by Hydra. I can't get rid of it, but that thing has an acceleration token. I'd like to get rid of it.
All right. So Captured by Hydra is down to 2. Hydra Patrol is at 1. 4 on the main scheme.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for the villain phase?
Maybe. We'll see.
So first thing that happens is 2 threat comes onto the main scheme. And then each player in hero form must choose to either place a threat here or take a damage. I am not in hero form.
I'll take the damage.
Okay. Then he activates. So, there's too much to track in this game. Another threat comes on because of Captured by Hydra. All right. Now he activates against me. He schemes. I don't have anything fancy to do when he schemes. Boost. If you are in hero form, take 1 damage. Otherwise, place 1 threat on the main scheme. So he schemes for 1 plus 1 brings it to 9. Okay. You're up.
Okay. I'm up. Doesn't he attack or something?
Yes, he activates against you. I was wondering if you were gonna.
Why?
If we've done this enough yet.
Your first player.
Yeah, and he just did the scheme against me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So
now he attacks you.
Attacks me. I am going to defend.
Okay.
And I will deal a boost card. 2. Ouch. I don't have anything for the boost.
You're looking at 4 coming your way.
Yep, but I defended for 2, so I take 2.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Not fun.
Yep, and then counter cards.
Okay.
So assault. When revealed, alter ego, this card gains surge. Let's get rid of, unless you have something to get rid of surges.
I think I did.
All right.
So when the surge keyword on an encounter card would be resolved, discard espionage. I can use it for your card?
You could. If you want to. I mean, you might want to save it for yourself.
Nope.
I don't know.
Nope. I'm doing that, and I'm drawing 2 cards.
Yeah.
So that lets me draw 2 cards, which is fun. Hopefully,
I'm
good
gonna
stuff.
discard this. Thank you very much.
I don't know what to do anymore. Okay.
All right. And so now it's your card.
Now it's my card. What horrible thing do I have here? Weapon Master, hero form. The villain attacks you. If you have a weapon, this card gains surge. And I play a boost card for this as well?
Yes, you will.
Okay, Bucky, your time has come.
This is what allies are for.
Yeah, I had wanted to use Bucky a little bit more, but this has been grueling. So Bucky will take it. So I deal a boost card, right?
Yep.
I had wanted to use him a bit more. So this is not no boost symbols. So Bucky takes.
There are 2. There are 2 on it.
Oh, 2 on it. So Bucky takes 4, and Bucky is gone. Very short life of Bucky.
It is a shame.
I mean, I got him cheap. I suppose I can't complain, but no, I can complain. I can complain.
You can complain.
I
know you can complain. I have no doubt that you can complain.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you take the first player token, and we'll start the next turn.
Okay. Okay. So I'm doing math and seeing how many things I can get out at once, and how many things I want to get out. So I want to get out Widow's Bite. That's the first thing I want to get out, because that will hit a minion, and minions are about to come out.
Yes.
But that's one. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to get out is Black Widow's Gauntlet.
Right.
And I'm going to pay for that with counterintelligence, because I can only have one at a time, and I already have a counterintelligence. So
that's not true, just so you know. Oh, max 1 per player. That is
max
true.
1 per player. Okay. I thought I was following the rules, so I'm going to put out Widow's
I was
Gauntlet.
looking for the unique symbol.
Okay. So then Widow's Gauntlet, I'm going to tap, and I'm going to bring out Widow's Bite. And bring that out. I'm then going to use the Safe House to bring out Quake, because Quake is 1 cheaper. And I'm then going to use Strength to bring out Under Surveillance on the main scheme.
Right.
And that means we get 4 more on that. So now it's up to 28.
Right. All right.
Okay. Now, I'm not done yet. Okay. So, yes, I am going to use Quake to thwart Uncaptured by Hydra, bringing it down to 1. And then I'm going to use Beat Cop to take off that last one by Captured by Hydra.
Okay. So,
and then I get Shang-Chi. Correct?
Hold on a second. So you defeated Captured by Hydra, goes into the discard pile. You get Shang-Chi.
Okay. I get Shang-Chi. After you so I'm not playing Shang-Chi for my hand, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that his special power doesn't matter. But
that's correct.
I am going to use Shang-Chi to thwart on the Hydra Patrol.
Okay. So that defeats the Hydra Patrol. When defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion and puts it into play, engaged with them. Shuffle the encounter deck. So, we're going to start with the deck. And Well, that was easy. There's your Hydra soldier.
Okay.
And here's my Hydra soldier. Now, do you have anything that happens when minions come into play?
Yes. So I have Widow's Bite. After a minion enters play, discard Widow's Bite, deal 2 damage to the minion, and stun it. So that deals 2 damage, and it is stunned. Okay. And that is the end of that.
Not bad. All right. So, I've got a bug and a frog in my
hand. That's a self-correcting problem.
Now, my recollection from last game is it was kind of okay to have bug.
Yeah, bug was pretty useful. Yeah.
Frog would get... Yeah. Well, I'm going to be attacked.
Yeah.
So, let's spend the power of aggression to bring out bug. Start with that. So, Steve Rogers is going to flip into Captain America. Bug is going to attack the Hydra soldier and do 1 damage.
Hold up.
What?
Before you do that.
Yep.
Before you do all of that, my turn. The minions came out on my turn, correct?
Yeah.
I am going to exhaust and discard Beat Cop to deal 3 damage to the minion in front of you.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because wouldn't it be good to have just the extra thwart the entire time?
Okay. I'm fine. If you don't need it, that's fine. I was just thinking it would help you out, but
I mean, or I think we're okay for now.
Okay.
I think we're okay for now.
So be it.
I could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah, Beat Cop is actually...
You know what? I take it back. As much as I think it would be useful, the math would be a lot better if you used it.
Okay. So I'm going to do 3 damage to the guy in front of you.
All right. So he has 3 damage on him. I bring out Bug. I attack for 1.
Yep.
Then Captain America is going to attack Taskmaster, doing 2 damage.
Yep.
When he makes a basic attack, I heal a damage from Bug. Now we're going to spend 1, 2, and 3 to play Uppercut. Deal 5 damage to an enemy.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to finish him this turn.
Okay.
Not true?
I guess so.
So I kind of feel like we finish him at the end of the turn and a lot of bad stuff happens to us.
Generally, yes, but...
So I'm thinking that if I am next turn the first player, I can do that 2 damage to him, probably, unless there are things in the way. I don't know. What do you think?
Sure.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not good at this game, Rob. Why are you asking me?
All right.
Why don't you just throw all your cards off the table? That might be help too. I don't know how this game works.
I'll do that. So I'm going to discard Hone's Technique. to ready Captain America. Did I flip? I flipped him over to Captain America this time. When I flipped into Captain America, I took a damage from Taskmaster.
Yeah. And because you had retaliate, Taskmaster takes the damage?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because that's not an attack. It's just a thing.
Okay.
So I can't flip back to Captain Roger or to Steve Rogers and do damage. I'm going to ready anyway. All right. So we're going to spend this to ready.
Okay.
And then I'm going to exhaust the thwart for 2.
Okay.
And then I'll probably have to defend it. All right. Let's try that.
All right. So we're done?
We're done.
Now we go to attacks. First, the Hydra agent attacks.
So first we go to...
Yeah, you do this.
I want you to try.
Okay, so...
It's just you missed it, so I'm going to... So let's start over.
We add 2 to the main scheme.
That's correct.
There are no side schemes.
Which wouldn't matter, because they don't get bored at the start.
Okay.
But... after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player in hero form must choose either take a threat here or 1 down.
I'm gonna add a threat here because I'm getting kind of wobbly.
I think I have to add. So we're at 11 of our 20.
Yeah. All right. Now the soldier attacks, but it's stunned, so I just take that off.
I'm never sure if the villain has to attack first and then the soldier, or if it ever makes sense.
Okay. So the villain...
Because it says the villain and each minion engaged with you attack.
The villain attacks. Quake is going to jump in front of that. The villain is not scheming. I see Quake is nice to have out when you're not in hero form, but I am. So Quake jumps in. Well, I gotta see what happens. I deal a boost card. There are 2 boost symbols on there. So that definitely takes 4 damage. Quake is gone. And that is it for the attack phase on me.
All right. So having just put Bug out, it hurts to, but I think I need to, because otherwise I get really hurt. Right? He's going to do 2. Oh God, this game. Why do we keep playing this game?
I don't know.
All right. Bug's going to defend. Or I could defend at a 3 and do a damage.
You could.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
I mean,
I use Bug.
Okay.
I know what to do.
All right. That's a shame. Last time Bug was around forever, but...
Okay. The Hydra Hunter attack is the boost card. It has a boost star, which says if you're in hero form, take 1 damage. So I do take 1 damage. Bug ends up taking 2, which does the...
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're for. If I'd been able to get him and someone else out, that would have made a bigger difference. All right. So, what are we up to? You just activate against each of us. I guess we have cards.
Yep, deal the encounter card. So I'm going to move the Hydra minion over. Deal the encounter card. I'll flip mine. Mimicry. When revealed, discard the top 5 card in hero form. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. If any attack card was discarded this way, Taskmaster attacks you. What's an attack card?
It's going to be a card that has attack on it. Like, so you see covert ops, it has thwart.
Okay.
That's a thwart.
That is annoying and a half. So, synth suit, I never get you out. Jesus.
The 1.
Where's my flip? There we go. Espionage.
2.
Grappling
3.
hook.
You're a good character to have this for.
Jessica
4.
Jones.
Last one.
Nick Fury.
Oof.
All right.
So you lost some good cards, but you didn't get attack
cards. That's annoying, but all right. No attack cards, so that's the end of Mimicry.
The combat knife. Attached to the villain. So now he has a weapon. We can spend a mind and a body resource to get rid of it. All right. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I don't have anyone guarding. The first thing I'm going to do is just punch him.
Okay.
So that does 2 damage, which defeats Taskmaster, stage 1. Drew, you ready to see the advance to the next stage?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, so his scheme goes up. When revealed, deal each player an encounter card. After a player changes to hero form, they discard the top card of the encounter deck. All right.
All right.
So we each get an encounter.
But we don't flip it yet.
We do not flip it.
Okay. Now this is going to be painful encounter. All right.
All right. Now, I want to get this out. So, spend 1, 2, and Nick Fury for 3 to play Heroic Strike. Attack. Deal 6 damage to an enemy. If you paid using a fist resource, which I did, stun that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a stun.
Okay.
All right, so Captain America's shield is restricted, and so is Yarnbjorn. So I had a real trouble having one of Thor's Asgardian axes in my Captain America deck.
Okay.
But you know what? Comics. I'm sure at some point he wielded Mjolnir. I mean, for God's sakes, Captain America was a werewolf for a while, so sure.
True.
Why not? Why not? So let's spend this. We're going to put Mjolnir out. Not Mjolnir, Yarnbjorn. Still has the power of aggression.
Yeah, that is the annoyance.
So I'm going to. Are you going to be able to take care of any threat this turn?
Yeah, sure I can.
I'm going to ready. I'm going to go back to Steve Rogers mode and cover for 4. Got to get 4 because of my basic recovery upgrade. All right.
math
So at
is
least he'll be stunned and won't attack you.
yeah. So, what I'm going to do is spend the power of justice, which gives you an extra resource when spent on a yellow card, and acrobatics, even though I
Hold
would.
on.
Mhm.
Steve Rogers is just sitting here at the living
Oh,
legend.
oh, right. Steve Rogers. Oh, so I don't have to do that. So my math may be different. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to spend. Get out of there. I'm going to spend the power of justice, and Agent Coulson comes out into play. When Agent Coulson comes out into play, I get a preparation card from the deck.
Yep. So you get to choose.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm grateful that we're recording in this way, because I can edit out the amount of time it takes you to make this.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. If I switched over into my alter ego form, I could then put out acrobatics and get covert ops out, which removes 4 threat. But then we're both in our...
How would...
Because
you...
if acrobatics is a preparation card, when I put out a preparation card, I have completely been forgetting to deal damage to the enemy when I play a preparation card.
Yep, but so the one cost cheap is once per phase.
Right. So, but anyway, in my alter ego form, if I flip this over, when I play a preparation card, I get to draw a card. So if I was in my alter ego form, and I have the Widow's Gauntlet, which allows me to spend 8 resources for a preparation form.
Yep.
So I could spend the Widow's Gauntlet, put out acrobatics, get another card, and then spend energy and that other card to put out covert ops and remove 4 threat. Except
which is good, because he's going to be doing like 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
10.
Except the issue is then he is going to scheme for both of us, but it does confuse him. So he won't scheme for
he could get confused? Absolutely do this then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Between that and counterintelligence?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to, except I don't get to do the damage. Life is no fun. But we're going to switch to, well, before we switch, we are going to thwart with Black Widow for 2 on that scheme, so that it doesn't get so high. Then we're going to flip. Then we're going to use the Widow's Gauntlet to put out acrobatics. When I put out acrobatics, I get to draw a card. The card is counterintelligence, which I can't put out anyway. And then I spend counterintelligence and energy to put out to use covert ops. Covert ops removes 4 threat from a scheme, and confuses the enemy. So
stunned and confused.
Yep. Agent Coulson will also.
Did you get your preparation card from him?
Yeah, that was grappling hook, and I used that.
Okay.
I think I did. Well, we'll see in the recording. Maybe I screwed up on something, but whatever. No, I didn't get the preparation card from him, which means I didn't need to flip into Black Widow form, but I did. So, what preparation card do I want? I want counterintelligence. because I'll be using counterintelligence, and that'll be nice to put out again. Okay, so that's that. Then we're going to have Agent Coulson. Agent Coulson is going to thwart to remove 2 more threat from the scheme, so we don't have to worry about that. Shang-Chi is going to attack. And do 2 damage to the enemy.
So the Hydra Soldier has guard.
Yeah. Shang-Chi's, I forgot about that. Shang-Chi is attacking the Hydra Soldier to kill the Hydra Soldier.
All right, but when defeated, you're gonna get an extra encounter card.
I hate these guys, but sure, fine. I don't have any other choice. I'm gonna have. Oh, this round is gonna suck for me. All
right.
This is just gonna brutalize me. Wow. All right.
You all set?
I'm all set.
All right. So let's do the villain phase. So first thing that happens is 2 threat comes onto the main scheme. And then each player in hero form must take damage or a threat. Neither of us are in hero form. So now he's going to activate. First against me. I'm in alter ego form, so he's going to scheme. So we're just going to take off the confused. Then he schemes when he activates against you. Go ahead and draw a
boost card.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Deal boost card.
Whew.
Okay.
So he's going to scheme for 5.
Ouch. Taskmaster's training camp. Well, we're going to use counterintelligence. When any amount of threat would be placed on the scheme. When any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme, discard counterintelligence, prevent 3 of it. So he's going to scheme for his normal 2.
All right, back to 7. There are no minions, so we draw encounter cards. And you know what we didn't do? We didn't ready or draw our cards.
No, we did not.
Why don't we do that?
Okay.
All right. I'm content with this hand.
I'm confused by this hand, but I'm sure I'll figure it out.
All right. So let's get back to the villain phase. Photographic reflexes attached to Taskmaster. Forced to interrupt when a player attacks Taskmaster. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to Taskmaster and deal an equal amount of damage to that player's identity instead. Then discard photographic.
Oh, wow. That. Okay. When a player, so that's not an ally.
I don't know. I think so. Ah! All right, man at a time. So give to the Steve Rogers player. Hi. You may flip to alter ego form. Choose to either exhaust Steve Rogers to remove mana out of time in the game, or discard half the cards in your hand, run it down. Cannot afford to do that. Will exhaust. Move this.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's see what fun I have coming my way with my 3 cards. Assault. When revealed alter ego, this card gains surge. Do I have anything for that? No, I've used all that up. That is truly, truly unfortunate. So that means I gain a new card. correct?
That is correct.
Okay, next one. Hydra Regular. When this card is revealed, place one threat on the main scheme. Alright. I don't have anything. And then we're going to Laser Rifle. Attached to the villain. Jeez, all these weapons.
All right. Well, that just gives them +1 attack and gets rid of my retaliate.
Okay. All right. Treachery advance. When revealed, the villain schemes. All right. I don't have anything I can do about that.
Nope.
I'm glad I removed as much from that scheme as I did.
Yep. So scheme of 2, draw a boost card.
Oh, I have to draw a boost card. I forgot. 1 boost.
All right. So 3. Ultimately,
that
not
could
that
have been
bad.
much worse. Yeah. That could have been much, much worse.
So he's got a lot of attachments we have to deal with.
Yeah.
But he's down to 26 hit points, which I think is manageable. All right. Why don't you take the first player marker and lead us off for a new turn?
First thing is I am going to use Widow's Gauntlet to bring out counterintelligence. Like that. So I'm getting counterintelligence out. With Black Widow's power, I get an extra card. And I have Interrogation Room. After you defeat a minion, exhaust Interrogation Room, remove 1 threat from the scheme. Not really worth it. That's not worth it. But what I will do is I will spend Interrogation Room to bring out another Widow's Gauntlet. I will then exhaust Widow's Gauntlet to bring out Espionage. I will then spend Followed and Genius to bring out another Covert Ops.
There you go.
And so I'll bring out Covert Ops. Covert Ops removes 4 threat from the main scheme. 4. And confuses the villain again.
Nice.
Okay. And then how am I going to do this? Shang-Chi will drop dead. Hydra Soldier has 2. Coulson, yeah, okay. Yep. I am going to use Shang-Chi to get rid of the Hydra Soldier. And he is gone. Coulson, his attack is so weak, it's much better just to use him to hang on to that main scheme. So I'm going to use Coulson to thwart.
For 1?
For 2. He thwarts for 2. He attacks for 1. And I am going to recover for 3. Natasha Romanoff. He's confused, so I don't have to worry about him scheming for this round.
So now, let's see if we can't do some damage. Alright, as much as I want to use Apartment, I'm going to use it to get out Super Soldiers. That's 1, 2, 3. Alright. So, I'm going to flip to Captain America. I draw a card. It has 2 boost icons. I will take the damage. Then, the math isn't working again.
Yep.
So let's
hard
see.
Part of this
1, 2, 3.
adding up all the numbers. You just go through.
Yeah. So I kind of need the shield block because I just did that.
Okay.
All right. So new plan. Quinn Carrier gives me 1 resource. Super Soldier Serum gives me a 2. That gives me 3. That's enough for an uppercut, which will do 5 damage to an enemy. Then Avengers Mansion will let me ready Captain America.
Ugh. That's a hard one to get rid of, but it's a hard one to get out too.
Yeah, I almost never am able to get it out, so I don't worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
So then Captain America attacks for 2. And he has Yarnborn. After your hero attacks an enemy, spend a fist resource to deal 2 damage to an enemy. Let's do another 2 damage. And that leaves a shield block to soak up 1 thing of damage down the road.
Okay.
All right. Let's ready our cards.
And draw up to our hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, for me, the main villain would scheme, but he's confused.
Not yet. So first, phase 1, we're going to add 2.
Add 2. That's the wrong direction. Okay.
And then heroes in hero form, players in hero form must either place threat or take damage. Are you okay if I do a threat this time?
Yeah, sure.
All right. And now he's going to activate.
Okay, so he would scheme, but he's confused, so we just take that off.
Yep. And then he would attack me, but he's stunned. So that's off. And now we get cards.
Okay, deal and counter card.
And only 1 each this
time. Yeah, how weird. Oh, photographic refill. There's already 1 on them, so there's 2 now?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Did I attack him this turn?
I don't remember.
I did. I attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I had to take. So 1 of those are off.
1 of those is off. 1's back on. Okay.
Too much to remember. Gang up.
Gang up. When revealed,
villain.
Hero.
Yep. The villain and each minion engaged with you attack. Ready for this to happen. So he's going to attack. Don't defend. He only attacks for 2, 3, 4 damage. But I have shield block. When you would take any amount of damage, exhaust Captain America's shield to prevent all of that damage. All right, we made it.
We did.
Going to take the first player token, and we're going to do this again. All right, so I'm the first player. We got that stupid photographic reflexes still in play. So that stinks.
It does.
That's we don't have any minions left, so Spider Girl is only so useful. Oh. Let's see. Oh, I can't believe it. All right, I'm gonna have to end up in. I flipped last turn. The attack. Right. Okay. Gonna have to end up in alter ego form again this time.
I do have a first aid. I can give you 2 hit points, but it's probably not enough, right?
Probably not, because I'm gonna take 2 in order to be able to do more damage.
Okay.
So Captain America attacked, but photographic reflexes deals that damage back. Then, do I have 5 damage? 5, 1, 2, 3. I kind of would prefer to get this out, but you know what? We're just gonna do damage. Gotta do it. So 1, 2, 3. We'll put out heroic strike. Deal 6 damage to an enemy. Stun him because I use a fist there. What did I say? 3 damage? 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and stun. And then I have to use a fist to bring out no quarter. So 1. Oh, that's 1. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So again, in the replay, that will make sense, but we're fine. We're gonna do 4 damage. Bring him down. And then I'm going to flip to Steve Rogers. All right.
All right.
That's my turn. Any chance you can do 9 damage?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. I'm gonna use the Widow's Gauntlet to bring out Widow's Bite. And because of Black Widow's power, I then get another card, and that's my last card. So that means, oh, well, how much damage do we gotta do? 9?
9.
Okay.
I think
maybe?
you can do down. Yeah, absolutely.
Do I have to reshuffle now or no?
No, you don't have to shuffle until you draw a card.
Okay. So, okay.
See,
so
there's a heroic climatic finish for you. You drew the 1 card you needed.
All right. So let's see. So this is going to do 6. Coulson can do 1. And so that would be 7. And then Natasha attacks for 3.
You don't even need Coulson.
I don't even need Coulson.
So he doesn't have to be defeated. Coulson doesn't die.
Coulson doesn't die. No, that doesn't work for me. Coulson has to die. All right. So let's do this. First, I flip into hero form. Correct?
Yep.
And
then when you do that,
a boost card.
Yep.
Deal a boost card. And this has 2 boost symbols on it.
Yeah. So you take the damage. Oh,
This doesn't count as when a boost card is turned face up. Is that correct or no?
no,
This
it
is not
so you drew. Oh no, you drew in a
drew an
no.
encounter card. Okay, but okay, so I take 2 damage. Okay, that's fine. Then I will spend. Let's spend Beat Cup because that's what I always do. Surveillance and the Helicarrier for Dance of Death. Dance of Death does 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do it all on him. So it's going to be 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that's that. And then Black Widow, who has a +1 attack because of upgrade, does 3 and defeats Taskmaster. All right.
There we go.
That was a really good card to come out. that
Perfect
really
timing.
That was perfect timing for Dance of Death. I started off with Dance of Death and having to discard it, and I ended with Dance of Death and using it. So that does feel appropriate. I approve of this.
Awesome. Well, congratulations! We won. You got a critical. We did. We got a critical card at the last turn. I think that even without that, we would have probably survived the turn, depending on the card. I don't know. It would have been a little close, because I think we would have had. Oh, you would have had the burn notice come out. I don't know. So it's a good thing we ended it when we did.
Yeah, that would have been unpleasant.
I think we still would have made it, but it's just as well we didn't have to fight.
Awesome.
So now, because we're playing a campaign, we have to see if anything special happens.
Okay.
So, Scenario 3 Taskmaster Victory. Each player who rescued one or more allies from the Taskmaster encounter set adds those allies to their deck and records their name in the campaign log.
I rescued Shang-Chi.
All right. I rescued no one, which isn't a big surprise. But so next time you'll have a little extra help.
Okay.
As we go up against Zola.
All
right. Oh wow. I think so. Our complaint about this game is that often the end gets all mathed out, and I think that this is that this was less of that, because you drew the card
right
that managed to do it.
Yeah.
And that felt a little satisfying to me. So
yeah,
that was kind of fun.
And it drew the card after your turn. So you went in, did your stuff. You're like, can you do 9 damage? I'm like, no, I can't. And then I drew
right.
And then I used the power to draw a card. I'm like, oh, I can. Okay. So that was fun. But a fun game, Rob.
Yes. Thank you so much for playing with me. Hopefully everything will work and we'll be able to share it with all of you out at the channel. And if that worked and you enjoyed this, like and subscribe, and so you can see us go up against Zola next time. Thanks for watching and thanks for playing.
See ya.
Bye.